Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, Alexa Bliss's WWE return has been cancelled.
A Tony Khan AI hoax.
Got the latest on WWE reviving an old brand.
And another match could be added to the Royal Rumble card. I'm Adam Wilborn.
I am not.
And this is the news.
All right, let's kick this one off by talking about Alexa Bliss. It seems her return for now is off. So a couple of weeks ago, Wrestle Votes reported that the plans were getting cooked up for Alexa's comeback. We spoke about it here on this very channel, and that she was due back in the company soon. No longer the case. No longer the case. According to PW Insider via their elite service, whatever plans were cooked up for Alexa have been thrown straight in the trash, and the creative team have been told to forget about it for now. So there were a lot of signs pointing towards the return, as PW Insider notes here, but they've been paused indefinitely. They've been told, don't make plans for Alexa for the foreseeable future, basically. Originally, she was going to return on the 13th of January episode of Raw, and it was going to be in some kind of angle with the Wyatt Six. No word on what exactly. She may have squashed them or something. I don't know. Imagine that.
Like if she turned up to interfere with the Wyatt Six and then found out they'd been moved to SmackDown.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, bollocks.
Where have they gone? Where are they gone? But yeah, all plans now for the Wyatt Six are completely independent of Alexa Bliss.
Right, good. I prefer that.
Yeah, me too. And the group is now on SmackDown, but they haven't appeared yet, so what's going on? I don't know what's going on with them.
Yeah.
We'll find out, I guess. Now, according to this report, Alexa was ready. She was ready to go, good to go on her return, but then the creative plans kind of dissipated. Now, she did not have an issue with the creative, it's kind of noted here, but apparently the company just stepped in and went, no, we're not doing that anymore, because Stone Cold said so.
Yes.
No word on why. But PW Insider note another source saying that it might be something to do with Alexa's contract, but other people are unsure as to why this has actually happened. Now, she's believed to have a fair chunk of time remaining on her deal. She's obviously taken a long absence from 2023 onwards, and it could be extended as a result of that, but that's a bit of a shame. I was looking forward to seeing Alexa Bliss back.
I hope this is only a temporary pause in her return into the ring, because I'm really excited for her to return. She's one of the people I'm hoping could be a surprise at the Royal Rumble, and maybe this is all a work, and that's what it could be. Obviously, as you mentioned, she's been away for a long time. She had a child. She's had that horrible health scare. So most importantly, you want to make sure she's all right. But if she isn't good to go by the sounds of it, I hope that they are rapidly reworking things so maybe she can pop up in the Royal Rumble, because it is just a really easy place for someone, if they're going to return and they're not going to be, because I don't think anyone's pitching Alexa right now, at least, to fight for a world title just yet. But like, if you want to have her return and think, oh, right, but she's doing that in the Rumble, what's she doing at WrestleMania? Do something in the Rumble with someone. Whether she eliminates, I don't know, Chelsea Green or Lyra Valkyria, and you go after one of those titles or whatever. More on Chelsea Green in a bit, by the way. Or just has a feud with one of the many new people that are on the roster. Yeah. I hope we see Alexa Bliss back in the ring soon.
Yeah, me too. Like, she's been gone ages.
Yeah.
Feels like it
like
doesn't.
A new superstar.
Yeah, like the idea of her existing in the Triple H era is weird.
Yeah,
because even though she already has, she's been away for so long. It's like, oh my gosh. So like, I think she's a great TV character above all else. I think that if she's ready to go, she's someone you just have on your shows because she can talk, she can do the character stuff. She comes across like a star. You can slot her into about 70 different roles. She can do a good job. So personally, I'm with you. I think her creative would be more satisfying separate from the Wyatt Six.
The Wyatt Six on a moment of bliss.
Imagine that with their cups of coffee and stuff in their little sheep masks sipping through the holes.
When I talk?
Why not?
Yeah, I think she's better as a solo person.
But she does have that history with Bray, obviously, and Nikki, separate to that.
Of course.
So, like, there's lots of... And look, she herself loved doing that stuff, so maybe it's something she would want to explore. I don't know. But, I think she's really good, and I would just put her in the Rumble now, to be honest.
Me too.
Agreed.
Right, can we talk about this Tony Khan thing?
Oh, yeah.
It has been all over social media, this. You may have seen a clip. It was shared by Pro Wrestling Central. Their tweet reads, "Yikes!" Allegedly leaked audio of a Microsoft Teams call between AEW owner Tony Khan and TBS executives. Someone has surreptitiously recorded it on their phone. All you can see on the screen is, should I be on this call? A low-level TBS employee was looped into the group call and recorded a snippet of Khan talking about Britt Baker. In summary, hang on. Tony Khan says Britt Baker is a nightmare, calls her the whiniest thing, and basically says she's off to freaking WWE. Well, it's not real. Hate to break it to you.
Yeah, it's totally fake.
Mike Johnson of PW Insider reporting on this. PW Insider not even bothering to share the original clip because they're like, it's a load of bollocks. Yeah, it's AI generated and absolutely not real. But funny.
Yeah, I mean, I laugh.
Although slightly terrifying that people can just knock those things up nowadays.
Yeah, this is it. You know what the problem is? These things are getting like more and more convincing. And the problem with situations like this is that I did laugh when I heard it because I was like, well, this is obviously not real. Like it's.
I love that he's on a Teams call. Allegedly, what was it? Between TBS executives, and he says, well, between you and me.
yeah, exactly.
What?
Yeah, let me talk trash about one of the wrestlers. As if they care.
Like someone's recording the minutes. Oh,
yeah.
So like Britt Baker for a bit.
It's real. I've got a recording of it and everything. But so yeah, like the thing with this stuff is that well, I did think I was laughing because I knew it was BS as soon as I
one
saw
way or
it.
another.
But the problem is a lot of people will fall for this, right? And the fact that PW Insider have come out and said this is a fake, right? They're reporting that it's a fake. It's AI.
Yes.
Will not go heard by a lot of people. Will ignore that, right? People who have just made hating Tony Khan their vendetta will just decide that this is true. They will either not see or ignore the report, and they will go, Tony said this about Britt Baker and all this, and just believe it nonstop. So that's why I thought as well as having a bit of a laugh, about the preposterousness, I thought that's why we should talk about it.
Also, in this report, by the way, from PW Insider, they talk a little bit about last night's Dynamite tapings, which were apparently an absolute nightmare in terms of travel. People missing flights, people missing connecting flights, delays, etc., etc. I mean, Will Ospreay does come out in his street clothes often, but one of the reasons he was out there wearing what he was on Dynamite was because Delta lost his clothes whilst he was changing flights in Atlanta. It's one of those things that you think just affect normal people, like you and I, like, bollocks. I go on holiday and I haven't got my snazzy shirts for a bit. But like wrestlers, it's kind of important. You think they'd get like special treatment or whatever, but no, they just go, what do you mean you haven't got our stuff?
Yeah.
It's a good job he wasn't wrestling last night. I mean, he still did a mad flip off the, whatever it was. Not 200%. The truss, that was Omega, which was awesome. But he just did that and then went home in those clothes, I assume.
Completely nuts.
Please don't spill any beer on me. I'm going to fly back in this.
I saw the... probably a bit sweaty as well, poor guy.
Yeah.
But I saw somebody on Twitter, my little For You page, someone posted like a video of New Orleans. They posted a ruler just standing up in their garden overnight in the snow, and it was like a foot of snow overnight.
God, yeah.
In New Orleans. Just crazy.
Yeah. Travel
chaos, snow everywhere.
It's a good job he's not me. I have a very specific travel outfit and not an outfit I ever want to see people to see me wearing.
Yeah, this is it.
Comfiest stuff, but it is not go out on TV clothes.
Exactly. It's like, if you see me in an airport, please just leave me alone because I look like trash, man. Like,
they'd be like, can't be Andy Murray.
Yeah, like I do.
It's a vagrant.
I'm like Ian Beale when he was homeless. It's awful. Like, I'm a pretty scruffy looking guy as it is.
When you're doing those flights, you do not want to be all dressed up, do you? I mean, Nicholas always does because he's smart as all hell.
It's a 12-hour flight. What are you doing sitting there wearing your salvage £300 jeans?
I got my trackies on and my baggiest T-shirt because I'm going to be snoozing.
I'd be sleeping on them flights.
I mean, I can't sleep. I'm 6'3". They don't build chairs big enough.
Yeah,
let's go.
Unless you're Phil and you get an upgrade. That guy, man.
Git, isn't he?
He's like the smallest guy. He gets the biggest upgrade.
So in his little face. See you later, guys.
Meanwhile, we're basically Brian Cage and Lance Archer over here.
Yeah.
I'm so tall.
It's because Miller was flying the plane. That's why.
That's what it is, man. That's that there between the turbulence.
Yeah.
He's slapping his forehead when he's trying to navigate. What's going on?
We're going to have to divert. Why? This is terrible.
Oh, no, we're in
I thought it was snow in New Orleans.
Yeah, we've ended up in Greenland, Simon. What's going on? Anyway, more from Pilot Miller later on. He'll be here with Ups and Downs.
Yes.
Flying into your runway with the Ups and Downs. Right, a little bit more on WWE reviving an old brand here. We're talking about Evolve.
Oh, yeah.
PW Insider have a scoop ski on this. They've been on top of this throughout. But apparently this Evolve Revival is still in play, but it hasn't been confirmed yet. A bunch of independent wrestlers were asked about coming in and doing a taping, but the date has been postponed and there's no makeup date listed internally, apparently. Mike Johnson would be surprised if something didn't happen before WrestleMania, but again, nothing is official until WWE goes forward. So if you are not aware, Evolve was pretty much the biggest indie on the US scene up until a few years ago. It was headed by Gabe Sapolsky, who is the creative mastermind behind Ring of Honor's peak, Dragon Gate USA as well, and some other stuff. Gabe Sapolsky has been in WWE for like 4 or 5 years at this stage. In a creative consultancy, a bunch of different things. But Evolve was his thing. It kind of got absorbed by WWE. If you remember, towards the end of Evolve's lifespan, they were sending a lot of WWE wrestlers there, and they put a show or two on the network. In fact, they actually live streamed one head-to-head with an AEW pay-per-view, didn't they? So Evolve kind of got gobbled up when Gabe joined WWE. Now it seems they're going to revive that brand. Look, I have so much nostalgia for Gabe Sapolsky's wrestling brands that I can't not be interested in a revival. I think it would be very difficult for it to feel like the old Evolve, right? But like, I'll watch it. Yeah,
and it presumably would be very different to NXT, of course. So I'm excited to see what this looks like, and especially, like you say, if Gabe's involved in all this, intrigued by, because they've got so many, talents coming through, or talents they've got an eye on, or people they're trying to develop, or just athletes, obviously, they're bringing through in that Next in Line program, that they are not going to be struggling for people to fill up that show. But how it is done, when it is done, where it is done, very intrigued to see how that one plays out. We'll keep our eyes on this one.
Indeed. And like back in the day, Evolve, so many of like the people who made that show what it was are now elsewhere. So like Zack Sabre Jr., people like Timothy Thatcher. Well, he's kind of back in the WWE ecosystem now. But like Keith Lee, Darby Allin, I mean, you're not going to book Drew Gulak for in 2025. Matt Riddle probably not going to book him either.
No.
But yeah, we'll see.
Theory come through Evolve?
Yes, he did. Yeah. He was.
The screen's gone off.
Oh, good stuff. Maybe he'll come back on. Nope, guess not. But yeah, Theory was built up from day one in there. So it's interesting.
Yeah, keep an eye on that one. Right, let's talk a little bit about the Royal Rumble. It goes down. Oh God. A week on Saturday.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's come around quick. I'm very excited for that.
Wacky.
3 matches on the card, as far as I'm aware right now. Women's and men's and Cody ladder match. Cody KO ladder match.
Jay and Gunter?
Jay Gunter's Saturday night's main event.
Jacob Fatu. Oh, well, I'm all over the place.
Yeah,
sorry.
They're doing too many bloody shows.
I don't know about shows.
So I think there's 3 as of right now, but there could be a 4th being added, which would make a lot of sense. There was 4 last year, of course, on the Royal Rumble. PLE. WrestleVotes, stressing that they haven't heard anything concrete regarding the Royal Rumble, have said on a Backstage Pass podcast, there are some rumblings that a secondary women's title match might be added, which may be a Chelsea Green defence of some sort. I was going to call Chelsea defence there.
It's a big Chelsea defence.
Which maybe, a Chelsea Green defence of some sort, which, if you're watching SmackDown, does make a lot of sense. I mean, she's defended the title. She's won the title. She's the only person in history to defend that title, of course. The women's US title, that is. And both of those against Michin, both of them with shenanigans involving Piper Niven, let's be perfectly honest. And there were allusions on last week's SmackDown, from BFAB especially, saying, you'll get another shot at it. They can't keep doing this sort of thing. I am hoping, for some sort of stepped-up rematch, because I loved their dumpster match last year. I'm not saying they're going to do that, but maybe Piper Niven's in the shark cage, maybe BFAB's involved, sort of backing up Michin, I don't know. But I love the finish to the first US title match between Chelsea Green and Michin. I'm happy to see them go at it again, especially on like a PLE stage.
Yeah, like my slight concern is that if you had a match, I don't know, 10 minutes, however long it is, right, you'll then have 15-minute break before and a 15-minute break after, right? So the match will then become like 35 minutes or 40 minutes between stuff.
But they have to put something that's like top and tail with the Rumbles, isn't it?
Yeah, this is it. So they're probably going to put something in there. I don't object to its existence. The pacing of the show will be my concern. I don't subscribe to I don't need half an hour, man. I don't need it. I don't need the break. I was just watching Wrestle Kingdom at the beginning of the month, and it was like win 30 seconds later the next day. I was like, this is how I like it. But
it's going to be weird. I haven't watched a PLE for a while live.
Well, we need to organise a live stream.
We're hoping to do one for the Royal Rumble for obvious reasons. We're
definitely we'll figure it out.
But like you say, It's going to be interesting to enjoy that live in the early hours of what would be Sunday morning here in the UK.
Yeah.
Because, I assume they're going to have, one would guess, considering the way they've laid it out, the Women's Rumble opens, the Men's Rumble closes.
Yeah.
There's a ladder match there with KO and Kevin, of course. So I suppose that is another stepped-up match. But Chelsea Green and Meechin could do something really fun on that show, and I hope they get it.
Yeah, definitely. So, not going to begrudge anyone getting a pay-per-view payday.
No.
Baby.
And speaking of the Royal Rumble, Andy.
Oh, would you like to know about the 100 greatest moments in that show's history? Skadoosh.
Oh.
Look at that. It just materialised.
What are the chances? Give it a click.
Yes.
Go on.
Yes. Oh, yay. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. The Beatles. No riffs.